Grace Corner is a 32-bedded ward that has been set aside in the Peacehaven nursing home for transitional convalescent care. So with this Grace Corner, the length of stay is between 6 weeks to 12 weeks. And this is just a nice time where during this whole program of rehabilitation, they also get stimulated into their own home environment where they carry out their different activities. Now, the reason why we also did this program is to give them a longer period of rehabilitation. In a community hospital, they normally stay about 33 days. So anything longer than that, many of them would have gone to either a nursing home if they do not have a caregiver. In Grace Corner, one of the first things in terms of facility that you will notice the difference is we try to have different color paint and don't make it very clinical. We actually put in different bed sheets because in our house, we all have our own different bed sheets. The reason is to try to give them the feel of being at home. We try to simulate a home environment. And also for the client here, they are not called patient because they are no longer patient, they are not in the hospital. They are not called resident because they don't stay here. They are our client because we are providing a program to help them to transit back into their own house. And because they are transiting back into their own house, it is only normal to wear their own clothes. Of course, in terms of operation, it poses a challenge, but here we believe in person-centered care, in helping them to normalize as much as possible in what they do every day. The program starts from the moment they actually wake up in the morning. The client here can actually wake up at any time, but we always tell them breakfast is at 8 a.m. so that they can start their rehabilitation program. The rehab program is an individualized session with the physiotherapist, occupational therapist.
As a physiotherapist, I help with the physical aspect of their recovery. So in other words, I try to get them stronger, make sure they recover their muscle strength, make sure they get their movements of their limbs and their body. And I also aim to get them to be more functional. Like for example, if they have stairs at home, we will teach them how to climb the stairs before they go home.
We try to find out what's happening at home, what do they do at home. For example, if they used to be cooking at home, we will duplicate the activity right here. And we actually do things like cooking noodles, cooking a meal back at home. Or if there are those people who used to be walking in the community and like to be around walking, then we will try to do that right here, where we bring them around to the garden, bring them to the other end of the nursing home.
So right through the day, they also have therapeutic group activities so that in that sense, while they are doing their exercise, they also socialize with one another. Between 12 to 2, after their lunch, they actually will go back to bed and have a rest. But once after they rest, they get up at 2 o'clock, they have their tea, they will start their second round of programs and activities for the day. And that is to actually help them to be able to do things meaningfully when they are also at home.
Họ lắng cho sinh sinh mình nhà vận động anh em là cho vận động cả họ là mỗi lần chìm khuôn chìm chè mà hóa nè anh em nó vận động mình cả chỗ vận động cả họ mà mỗi chìm khuôn sau khi mình xin họ để chào họ qua nè chỉ mấy cái chè là khang mấy giá trị chẳng truy để chào họ chỉ mấy họ.
Throughout the process of them getting better, we also work with the clients and the family members on the progress and then setting goals with them and eventually leading to the discharge. After discharge, we also follow up with the clients and the family members to see what sort of help they need and we will render it as well.
The profile of the clients so far we have today, we have people all above 50 years old. And many of them, because we are working with Changi General Hospital under the Eastern Health Alliance, we started taking all those persons who have fracture of their leg to come into this Grace Corner. We also would like the elderly to go on home leave so that the caregiver themselves will experience how they care for this person, and then they will relate back to us what are the difficulties. Learn from therapists how to actually walk their elderly so that when they go home, the family have confidence in looking after these elderly at home. At the end of the whole training, we also want them to transit home in the home environment very comfortably. So the success of the program is everybody goes home.